be sharing with you how to prepare one of Cameroon delicacy. It's called snails. Some people call it slow boys, Nyama. Yeah, so I'm going to be sharing with you how I prepare it. These are my ingredients. I have 6 tomatoes with me. I have 1 hot pepper. I have celery, 2 cubes of Maggi, garlic, ginger, and a whole onion. And also I have ground white pepper. And not to forget, I have my slow boys. This is a product from Cameroon. It comes in the United States pre-dried and spiced, so for preservation. And if you're new to my channel and you don't know, I also carry these snails. I sell them, but I don't know for how long it's going to be going on. But for now, you can contact me if you want some of these. So the first thing I want to do is put my pot on the fire. And I'll just turn on the stove. Next, I'm gonna pour some water. Since the product is pre-dried, so I have to steam it up a little bit just so I can soften it up. As you can see, I'm just adding the slow boys. I already washed it, so I'm just adding the slow boys into the pot. So I'm just gonna let it cook for some minutes until tender. And I don't like it too soft, so I'm gonna be checking it frequently. So as you can see, it's cooking. After I checked and I noticed it's soft to my taste, so I took it out of the pot. Look at that, look at that. Oh my gosh, I just want to bite on that. So after washing the pot, I'm going to place it back on the stove. And that's the snail I just parboiled. And for my tomatoes, I went ahead and sliced and chopped 3 tomatoes, and I did blend the rest of the tomatoes with the other spices, the garlic, ginger, and celery. And I'm just adding oil to the pot after the pot is hot and dry. That's the blended tomatoes. Next, I'm just gonna add part of my onion, just a little bit. I like to do this step first because I like to take off the smell from the vegetable oil. And I'm gonna save the rest of the onion, and you'll see what I do with it later. So I'm just gonna fry the onions for a few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, until the smell of the oil is out. Next, I'm gonna put in my chopped tomatoes. And I'm just gonna stir. Next, I'm gonna add my blended tomatoes, including the other spice. I'll go ahead and add the Maggi cube and some salt. And I'll also add the white pepper. And I'll stir it and then taste it to make sure everything is tasting good. And I'll just cover the pot and let it simmer for some time. And I'll come back and check it. Ooh, look at that. The reason I chop part of the tomatoes is because I just like to see some chunks of tomatoes on the snail. You'll see that later in the video. Look at that. Okay, after the tomatoes is half cooked, I'm gonna add in my slow boys. So after you add the slow boys, make sure you go ahead and taste your salt because it might change it because you just added slow boil. The quantity is different now. So make sure you go ahead and taste on your salt to make sure everything is still good. And I'm just gonna stir it and let it cook. And also the reason I added the slow boil when the tomato was half cooked because I just wanted everything to cook together so you can really feel when you're eating the snails, you can really feel the taste of the tomatoes. And I'm just gonna stir it. I keep checking the pot because I don't want any burn. Yeah, so make sure you check your pot from time to time. Don't leave your pot and go start watching TV. You're gonna burn the house. Look at that. Oh my. So after the snail is all done and I turned off the stove, I went ahead and did the final step, which is adding the onions. I like to do this last and just let it cook with the little heat that it still has in the snail, just so it can leave my onion really crunchy because I love me some onion when eating snails. And I'm just gonna mix it all together and you can see it's looking so good, so delicious. Even while editing this video, I'm still having like watery mouth. Like I just want to eat this again. This is one of my favorite. I love it. Look at that, all done and ready to eat. So if you enjoy this kind of video, please give this video a thumbs up for more cooking videos. Someone suggested this on my channel, so I'll have those videos coming for you guys. And as you can see, I had a plate served for me. Just because I love extra onion, I went ahead and sliced more onion and I just put it in the microwave for like few seconds, so just to leave it crunchy still, and then added some toothpicks. Yes. Whew. I couldn't wait. I just had to hop on. As you can see, I have on the side passion fruit juice, which is one of my favorite juice still. I love it. Check that out. Tastes so good.